Welcome back to Timberborn. We're going to pick up right where we left off. And where we left off was... Hold on, I meant to pause that. Where were we? Oh, yes, we were... regrowing our population. We still have 13 empty jobs and 5 empty beds and 5 babies. What we're going to do today, we need metal, and we got it. We got that. So what we're going to do is do automation. It's time for some automation station, and I don't know if I can. Okay, lever, relay, flow sensor, depth sensor. Let's go ahead and do a depth sensor here. Right, and let's go ahead and click this into automate. Depth sensor 1. We're going to set this depth sensor to, okay, let's go 0.55. And hopefully that'll keep me from flooding. And let's make sure we have some builders going. We got builders. Good, good, good. All right. Let's high prioritize this. And that's already going. Good. We don't need full throttle. Now through droughts, that's going to keep some of this green. And let's hit play and see what happens. Go ahead and get this into the normal speed for me. We're going to tame this mountain next, but first and foremost, we need to get... Wait, is there anybody in here? No, there is not. We need to start weeding down our jobs, alright? Okay, first of all, we need to actually ascertain how many jobs we have available. So we're going to pause all these extracurricular jobs. We're going to go ahead and pause that one. We're left with 3 unavailable workers, which we're in a drought. We got plenty of water. We're going to go ahead and pause these 3, which will put us at even. Well, we still have 1 water pumper going, and so that should be good. Now we just need to wait for them to finish this. We got that in, which is good. Let's go ahead and... Okay, that's unpaused because it's not going to have any water out. We do have the bad water pumper going, which is good. If he could get to his job and start pumping, that'd be fantastic. Oh, his straw's too short. How about that? Well, we can't put it any lower, so it doesn't matter. We got this one paused because we do not need it at the moment. Let's go ahead and get the... Oh boy, we are short on a lot of things right now. We got 2 extra workers now, so let's go ahead and get some planks going. I'll wait off on making more planks, but we'll get gears on the go. I believe, yes, that's the gear storage, and this is more wood storage. Now, once this starts getting filled up, how do we want to play this? Because originally I wanted to run it back to here. I could make a channel that runs to here, but we still need to put a barrier. Oh, God. All the way back to the back. I mean, it would have to be full levees. So, let's go ahead, and this is future proofing. So, we're going to go like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. We won't build a path to it yet, because we don't want it built yet. We don't have the resources, and it would exacerbate our current resource situation. It's too bad that didn't work. We also want to go ahead and get this dynamited out eventually. Shouldn't take too much dynamite to get it to stop from overflowing. And then once that happens, we can go ahead and finish up that. which case we'll go ahead and replace that with the levee and remove these completely. What we need to focus on is, okay, we need to make sure food's good, water's good. We got good selection of potatoes for in case we have any shenanigans. We only have a 1.7 days left, so if we don't run out of water, I'm pretty sure one will be enough. If not, we can get a second one. Let's go ahead and get 2 haulers in there. Right now, it's not going to help much, but it'll speed things up about 10-15% for whatever is marked as prioritized. What we do need to do is I'm going to go ahead and pause the rest of these woodcutters, and I'm going to move those 2 beavers. If I can select the right one, I'm going to go ahead and set 2 here, and those are already marked cut, so we can clear this out so that when water does come out, we can start planting oaks over here. Now, I do not think that there's going to be enough water in here to last a full dry season, but once we start clearing out back this way, it'll line it out and their evaporation will take longer. I did not start a plank. Started the wrong one. I started a planker, set at a gear workshop. Oh well. More potential gears, I guess. Okay, those lumberjacks are in. They're starting to get the logs over there. Alright, we're actually doing pretty darn good. Water's going to start pouring out really fast. Alright, there we go. Should be seeing water any second now, and this should start turning green beforehand. There we go. Alright. It does take it a little bit. I didn't even bother. I'm not even going to bother looking under the ground. I know it's there. I know it sucks. And it's going to be what it is. So that's what these are for. We're going to go ahead and eventually bring it over to here and bring the wall up to here. And probably just put the windmills on top of the wall with vertical shafts going down. I'm going to go ahead and start unpausing these again. We're going to be close to finally being back at max capacity. That means we're going to have to start keeping a closer eye on our food supply. So we're going to do that. Let's see. Let's look under. Okay, we can't really afford that. We're not going to be able to afford it for a while. Showers are expensive. I guess we could go ahead and start. Well, we need more science to really focus on that. That's a future thing. So, what's the range on this guy? Yeah, not even close. Not even close. So, what we're going to do in the time being, go over to the wood, get another forester, and plop him there. Alright, now, he should be able to reach a good bit. I'm going to make this right. Actually, I'm going to make this patch right here. Pine. So, I'm going to go over here to plant trees and crops. Go to pine. Because we're going to want to get pine resin. I mean, let's go ahead and mark all this to be oak. And we're going to mark all this to be oak. And all that to be oak. And we're going to mark this to focus on the pines first. Alright. And unfortunately, I mean, it does come over here, but the water influence isn't going to go that far. I'm hoping it'll go this far. I'm not going to hold my breath on it. We start having an automation, so I'm going to go ahead and go over here to automation. And where is it? Contaminations. Okay, we don't have enough science, but that's going to be our next unlock right here. And I'm going to place it, if I can show you, right. Let's go here. That's, ooh, it's really tough choice. Let's go ahead and put it right here. So that, and I'll put all of them on this one sensor. And I'll put it right here. I mean, it's just mind-boggling how many water sources they put on this map. It's silly. But it is what it is. That's what they wanted. That's what they got. If we come over to, where are you? There you are. Okay, so that's why that's cut off there, because I never did finish making that. Okay. So they can pretty much help each other with all that. That's fine. I'm going to leave that as it is. Now, I do believe they're currently working on that. No, they're not. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and let them work on that for a little bit. And if it turns out to be a bad tide, I'll just go ahead and switch it off. What did I do with my cell phone? Oh, man. Oh, there it is. Alright, just give me 1 second and I'll take care of this problem real quick. Alright. Let's go ahead and do this number. Sorry about that. Personal things going on. Nothing important, so let's go ahead and unpause this and unpause all of these. Because we can go ahead and get those built now. I think most of them are ready to go as is. Now this bad tide source will be finito once these are finished putting in. I believe, yeah, they could have got all these on the ground, but that's fine. I can eventually use these as stairs to get up to heat these trees here. So there's a plus there. I need to stop saying so much. Okay, let's go ahead and mark these for being oaks. And bad tide is going to start in. Okay, so they should have these done. I mean, it'd be great. They go. Yeah, there you go. Now they'll be able to reach both of them. I mean, I don't think you could reach this one at first. They should have that done. I'm not going to even stress about it anymore. I got the 400 for this. I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Where is it? Bad tide, contamination. There we go. Let's go ahead and put that in there. And they should be able to get that in pretty quickly. It only takes 8 gears and 8 metal blocks, so I should be able to build that pretty quickly. And we'll mark this as a higher priority because that needs to be done before the rest of it. Back again. I forgot to unpause the recording, and unfortunately, I did not figure out the problem until after. I'm sorry. It's been a hectic past week or so. But we're going to get right back into it. We are starting the bad tide of cycle 11. Which means we're going to go ahead and unpause this. And oh boy. Let's go ahead and pause these two. And seeing as we now have extra beavers, we're going to go ahead and once that gets built, we'll go ahead and pause the builders and go ahead and add more wood cutters so that we can go ahead and, oh no, they're all going to die, aren't they? Yep, they're all going to die. It's fine. I wasn't able to get this going because I forgot how to set this up. I had this unpaused, but I had set it to greater because it's default as greater than. So, but that added, I forgot to unpause this because I had this paused because it was flooding in here in the episode that got lost. Okay, I'm missing a platformer. The episode got lost. Just having that open caused this for some reason to fill with bad tide, and it was bad. It was very, very bad. Let's go ahead and unpause some of these. Still have an unconnected building. Oh yeah, because that's not finished. You know what? We don't need that just yet. So let's go ahead and pause that. As you can see, there's no more bad water flowing out over here. So that was done correctly. We should be good on food. The water is questionable at minimum of 48 per day times 7. 336. You can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, but I believe I need 336 water. So let's go ahead and pause 2 of them, and let's get these now dead trees cut. Well, wait. Okay, so they're all. Let's make sure they're all marked for cut, 'cause some of them are getting replanted, I think. Maybe not. Let's go ahead and unpause the. Oh, wait, those were already unpaused. Let's go ahead and unpause those. We still got one more, so let's get 5 going. So, unfortunately, at this stage of the map, there's not really much we can do. We're going to go ahead and pause that, and we're going to go ahead and see how far. Okay, that doesn't really reach that far. So we're going to extend this path up to here, because eventually we're going to want to connect these paths together so that they don't have to go around and up. They can just go from here and up. But in the meantime, we're going to mark all of these trees for cutting. And we're going to throw in a couple of lumberjacks up here. And in order for that to get built, we're going to... Okay, nothing to do in range. What the heck do you mean there's nothing to do in range? Are these not grown? They're marked to be cut. Wait a second. That's not. Oh, that's a gathering flag. I thought that was a woodcutter. Oh, well. Let's go ahead and unpause this for a brief moment, just so they can get up there. And I guess I'll put a couple more lumberjacks up there. Okay. Excuse me. And once that's built, I'll go ahead and pause that, which means that this is now empty. Nope, it has 2. I'm missing. Okay, so I have a buffer population of 3. Technically 5, but we'll keep it at 3 for now. Are we full of wood already? Alright, so let's go ahead and just keep the deck shuffled. Let's take those 2 and put them into plank jobs. Alright. And I'm going to go ahead and, since we have an extra buffer, let's go ahead and put some more metal. And I forgot to restart my episode timer because I'm a professional. So this episode will probably be a little longer than usual. But that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so yeah, those are all gonna die. So what we can do in the meantime, if we come over here to landscaping, okay, we need 30, 30, and 30. So I'm going to put the building up to start being built, but I'm going to move it up to here. That's going to give me more room to expand these out, which I'm going to need to soon. This is currently only at its percentile, being producing 488. And if I'm not mistaken, the dynamite building will take, okay, yeah, a third of that. I was thinking it was closer to half, but it's good that it's only a third. Oh man, I broke a nail earlier. It sucks. I don't understand. I never break nails on my left hand. It's always my right hand that I break nails on. Alright, so we got about probably a fifth of the... Let's go ahead and pause this. I don't plan on putting any more storage over here for them. That's enough for 45 dynamite. So we currently have a buffer population of 1. So these... Okay, yeah, we can pause these two as well. We'll keep those down there. Let's go ahead and restart this so we can start getting that built. And I will take one of you and put you over to here. And that should get, once the wind goes again, that should be enough to build that. Man. Alright. We're actually getting close to the end of the bad tide, which is... Oh, not a second too soon. Because those pumps are working at 0%. We do have an injured beaver. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, first of all, unlock the single dynamite. I can't. I keep looking at this number thinking it's that number. Alright, since I can't do that, so I might as well go into well-being and unlock these. And I'm going to go ahead and put 3 down. I think the proper number is 3 to 1. 3, or like, yeah, 10 to 1, I mean. 10 beavers for each bed. Or 1 bed for each 10 beavers. However you want to look at it. That is unless until you get to medium and high injury chance jobs. I try to avoid using any of the higher damage type jobs with the high risks. Such as if you go over to metal, that has a high chance of injury. I try to avoid using that at all costs because it's just too much strain on your population. And you can quickly run out of healthy beavers that way. Starting to regret where I put that depth sensor. And with that, the bad tide is over. So we're going to be able to start replanting the now dead trees. It's good thing is that this is almost instantaneous, being able to bring in water. We're actually -2 on population, so I'm going to have to, just to monitor the situation closer, I'm going to go ahead and mark all those. I'm going to pause all of these as well. Okay. That puts us at a surplus of 3 at the moment, so that's got them unpaused. I'm sorry, I lost my train of thought for a second. Let me just rehydrate and see if that helps a little. There we go. Now, it's going to take a while for that to finish flushing out the bad water. There's a large area that it has to cover, which hopefully, once we get this built... Oh, I always forget to do that. So I'm going to go ahead, and if you see there's a spot button left open here, and I'm going to go ahead and fill that void with that right there. This, of course, is going to be explosives, and if I could find it, that'd be fantastic. There we go. Fantastic. All right, so the unfortunate side of this is we still... I mean, okay, let's get this done with. Let's get started with this. We're going to go ahead, and we might be jumping the shark a little, but someone's got to jump it. All right, let's get this wall put in. So what we need to do is go ahead and expand the line out to here. Get that to go in that way. Let's get this going this way. That should cover the entire line. Now, question is, do I want 1 wide or 2 wide? Let's start off with, because this is going to take them a while to build it. So I need, actually, I need 400 more science. So we'll go ahead and let that start building. We'll go ahead and activate these guys. So that puts 8 beavers on the job. And we got all the other jobs fulfilled. Hopefully we can get just a drought this time. It should be only a 60% chance of a bad tide because we just had one. Because I believe it's 60%, and I can't remember what the increase per drought is. Because I know, like, the base level chance of a drought, not drought, but a bad tide is 60%. And then it increases every time you don't have one. So we do have a bit of a problem here. Let's go ahead and do that. We're going to have to make some changes here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to turn the planks and the gears off and keep those going. We do have one now that just grew up. Can they still? Okay, they can still reach it, so that's good. I guess get them over here and start harvesting those oak trees to keep us in wood. What I'm going to also do is I'm going to high prioritize it too. Is I'm going to start making some wood storages over here in storage. Let's go ahead and make this. We'll go ahead and set it up, and I'm going to put that there, this there, and hit B for build. Shortcut for the other option is V, which I name it value, because it seems to fit nicely. I mean, they have their own names for it. Teach their own, right? I'm a sleepy panda. Hit the like button if you also are a sleepy panda. And yeah, I'm sorry about that little bit of a tirade I went on the last episode about the whole subscriber situation with YouTube, and I'm not going to get back into it. I've said my piece about it, and I really can't say much more on it. I can't expound upon it because I think I made myself pretty clear on this situation. I'm going to go ahead and destroy these. They are not needed. We're at a third of the way to unlocking dynamite. Now, once we get dynamite unlocked, it's going to unlock a lot of potential for this area. we actually got a lot more built than I thought we would before we start running low on wood. So that's a plus. I mean, we haven't had much wind. That's a negative. I mean, whatever, 3 hours is slow enough. But we're plucking away at it like it's a banjo. We're gonna keep going until we can't go no more. I think that, I mean, I could go for this. I think what really is for this season, I think I'm gonna not the goal for this season is to get the Fountain of Joy, and I want to put it in our artificial lake. So I think if I click on this, will that reach? No. So I guess we're gonna have to put it over here. I mean, we don't have to put it there, but I would like the beavers at least be in range of it. So we'll go ahead and put it there, or we could always. No, there's no. That's a lot of dynamite I'd have to use to get it over there, and I still wouldn't reach. Okay, so we'll go ahead and put it here. I mean, I'm going to need 12,000 science, so it's not like it's going to be in the next 2 or 3 episodes. So, I've been thinking about what to do for the next season, and I haven't come up with a thing. I'm not going to lie. I've come up with zip. Alright, let's go ahead and pause these, which will put release a little bit of the strain on the colony, so that I can go ahead and put these 2 here. I'm going to also mark this to be finished at a high priority, and what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to unlock a 3rd food. Well, technically it's the 2nd, but I'm going ahead and make all that sunflowers so they can start having sunflower seeds in the go. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pause that because none of that's going to get built. Or not built, but grown. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and switch that to harvest only. Let's switch this one to harvest only as well. And we're actually going to leave this episode here. Start of a 10-day bad tide, and we are not currently full of water. Like this video if you enjoy this content. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already, and leave a comment suggesting new or different maps that I could play. Until next time, bye-bye.